Okay, welcome to part 3 of learning to read Greek. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the alphabet. So we've been learning that gradually over the first two parts, and we're going to kind of review the whole thing, and in particular, learn the alphabet in order. Okay, so as I already said, we're going to review the alphabet, and then we're going to try and get the order right. And this is important for looking up words in a dictionary, which will become important later. Okay, what letter is this? Alpha. Beta. Gamma. Delta. Epsilon. Zeta or zeta. Eta. Theta or theta. Iota. Kappa. Lambda. Mu. Nu. Xi. Omicron. Pi or pi. Rho. Sigma, otherwise referred to in previous videos as middle sigma. This is ending sigma, or otherwise referred to as final sigma. Tau. Upsilon. Phi or phi. Chi. Psi. Omega. So let's read through it quickly. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, phi, phi, chi, psi, omega. Okay, so in this section, we want to try and order the alphabet, the Greek alphabet. And the best way to do that is to memorize small sections in chunks. And you can see here I've written something on the right-hand side in brackets to help us remember what the chunk is. So first of all, we have alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. And that's very similar to the Greek A, B, C, D, E, except instead of C, we've got a G sound instead of a K sound. So alpha, beta, G instead of K, delta, epsilon. And A, B, D, and E look very similar to alpha, beta, delta, and epsilon. The next section with zeta, eta, theta, they all sound the same. So they're fairly easy to remember. Zeta, eta, theta. The next section again is like the English alphabet. We have iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu. Very similar to the English I, J, K, L, M, N, except without the J. So I, K, L, M, N, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu. Then we have an interesting start to the next section. We have Xi. So if we're thinking about the English alphabet, we've got L, M, N. We would think the next letter would be O, Omicron, or Omicron, but it's not. There's Xi in the middle there, and then we go to Omicron. And again, we have a section like the English alphabet. So we have Xi, which is different, and then Omicron, P, Rho, Sigma, Tau, Upsilon, which is very similar. Most of that is very similar to OP, QRSTU minus the Q. And last of all, we have Phi or Phi, Chi, Psi, and Omega. And the first three, Phi, Chi, and Psi, sound very similar to one another. So they are very easy to remember as well. And Omega, we chuck that on the end. Even though it doesn't sound the same, we can maybe say it looks like Psi. Okay, so let's try and review this. Try and recall the first chunk of letters in order if you can. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, and the second lot. Zeta, eta, theta. So they're all very similar. Third lot. Iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu. So that's like I, J, K, L, M, N, except there's no J. The fourth lot is the longest and begins with the unusual, unexpected Xi, followed by the more expected Omicron, P, Rho, Sigma, Tau, Upsilon, which is very similar to the OPQRSTU, except there's no Q sound. And last of all, Phi, Chi, Psi, and Omega. And the first three all sound the same, and Psi and Omega look similar. Okay, so let's do that again. What is the first chunk? Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. The second chunk. Zeta, eta, theta. They all sound the same. Third chunk. Iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu. Fourth chunk. Xi, Omicron, P, Rho, Sigma, Tau, Upsilon. And fifth chunk. Phi, Chi, Psi, Omega. Okay, you might want to pause the video and just practice through that a few times if you need to. In the next few videos, we're going to keep going with vocabulary. We didn't do any new vocabulary this video. This was just a review of the alphabet. In the next video, we're going to be looking at the vocabulary we've already learned and using it to form multi-word phrases so that we can begin to read those phrases that actually occur a number of times in the New Testament. And at some point soon, we'll also learn the different vowels, and we'll start to look at different types of letters and the different way that we form them with our mouth somewhat. Just we won't get too much into that at the moment. That'll more come later. But we'll look at the vowels and different sounds in words a bit and slowly make our ways into parts of speech as well.